Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is your video number 2 of 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have more news to cover, more information to go over, more antics, more crazy things happening. It doesn't stop and the transfer window is about to open. This is why this is a little bit of a late video, because I thought I would see exactly what goes down up until the final point today. I don't want to miss anything like I did yesterday. As soon as I done the video yesterday, what happens? Mbappe decides to write a letter. What's his name? Sheikh Jassim's dad decides to publish an article on the newspaper in Qatar. Like, all of that happens as soon as I upload. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a minute. So you guys are getting a late night video. Well, it's not really late night. It's only 10 p.m. UK time at the moment, but it's a night video. So let's get cracking right into this as we cover many topics, many things, all related to what we spoke about earlier on, but there's been more developments. So let's get cracking with none other than Mbappe. We will cover a lot of Chelsea after Mbappe, and then we finish off on, I think, one important topic which needs to be discussed just for the sake of this one individual. You'll see at the end of the video. So let's get cracking, starting off with Mbappe. The latest from Le Parisien in PSG, in Paris. PSG's relationship with Kylian Mbappe and his entourage is now broken. They will sell him this summer if they receive a satisfactory offer. The French club believe Mbappe leaked the letter on purpose to force a move now. They believe he is an ungrateful man. Wow. Yeah, he picked his moment, didn't he? End of the season, played his last game. Merci beaucoup. Je veux partir. I need to go, please. I need to leave. This is this club that will never win the Champions League, ever. I need to go to a place that will. I'm doing loads of accents on here, aren't I? We've done Todd Bowley. We've done the Arabs. We're doing the French now. Bloody hell, what's next? I hope there's no Mexican that joins Chelsea. I just want to say that because I can't do that one at all. This, I can totally understand. I can understand what Mbappe wants. I can understand how PSG feel. We knew this. We knew it was going to come to this. We knew it was going to come to this. Since last summer, when the whole thing with Mbappe kicked off, with Real Madrid, with Perez, we knew it would come to this. And here we are. But Mbappe decided to post something himself. And some would read into this as a little disingenuous. Some would say he's just trying to cover himself. Here's what he wrote. Let's see what he put on Twitter himself earlier on today, relating to the article of Le Parisien saying Kylian Mbappe wants to join Real Madrid this summer. He wrote himself lies in big capital letters. I'll hit translate tweet actually. At the same time, the bigger it is, the more it passes. I have already said that I will continue next season at PSG, where I am very happy. That translation is absolutely on the money, by the way, and spot on for anyone that doubts it. But we know that's not true. But he can say that because technically, he is still a PSG player. Technically, his contract runs out next summer, not this summer. So he could stay at PSG for one more year, but he knows if he stays at PSG for one more year, that contract's going to run out and he will leave the club for free. PSG are in a corner where they absolutely have to sell now. As of 48 hours ago, there was no letter. They were probably still waiting if he wanted to trigger that clause in his contract. All of a sudden, he publishes a letter and boom. Chaos. Flames everywhere. So PSG all of a sudden are like, oh crap, we have to sell him now. We ain't got a choice. We have to sell Mbappe now. We're in a corner. That's how they feel. That's why they feel he's ungrateful. He's just coming on and saying, yeah, I can stay for one more year, not a problem. But he knows PSG can't. He knows PSG are not able to afford to keep Mbappe for one more year. So he's coming out making himself looking like the good guy when in reality he caused this. So this is it. This is politics in football nowadays. Just to get an understanding, for people to really understand just how deep this goes. There's no loyalty anymore. Loyalty's out the window. It's personal interest first. How much am I getting second? I'll give everything for the club third. That's how it runs nowadays. That is how it is. That's why I want to relate it to the Chelsea fans that really thought Mason Mount would stick through everything no matter what. Of course not. He has his own career to think about, his own family and whatnot. It is what it is. That's the game. That's the game now. We're not in the 70s anymore. We're not in the 80s where players would pay to go and play their matches. They would pay out of their own pockets to go to pay for their own travel or their own equipment, their own boots to go and play. Yeah, that happened back in the 80s and before that and whatnot. That is how it was because they loved it. They played just for the sake of loving the game and loving their team and loving to do what they do. Now, there is still that, but it's not priority anymore. It comes in 5th position. There's 4 priorities above it. Money, personal interest, negotiations, assets, image rights. It is what it is. That is the game. That's the game. So this is the latest with Kylian Mbappe. Now for everyone, as of today, everyone wants Mbappe. Everyone's coming on going, oh, my club's going to get Mbappe. I'm hearing Arsenal fans going, hey, we've got a Thierry Henry replacement. It's going to be Mbappe. I'm hearing Chelsea fans going, no, we're going to, Todd, we're going to get Mbappe. Relax your gums. as it used to be commonly said, especially in South London for many years back in the day. Relax your gums. Here's the latest from Fabrizio Romano. As I said earlier on, there is only one club that can rival Real Madrid, and that's if the bid goes through. It's Man United. Fabrizio Romano said, with the Glazers, Manchester United signing Mbappe is not a topic. But let's see what happens in case they will have new owners. That is it. That's absolutely spot on. And it's obvious. It's obvious. If they get taken over, which, by the way, I did read, that could still take a little bit of time because even if the bid gets accepted, they still need to pass the Premier League tests. And that does take about 2 to 3 weeks. So this is why Sheikh Jassim and Qatar want this to be done ASAP, like hurry up, because there's a transfer window. Simple. They want to get cracking. They want to dive right in. And if they dive right in, best believe it's going to be Mbappe. It's going to be Mbappe. And even for PSG, if they think, okay, look, even for PSG, Qatar with Qatar, they can easily come to an easy deal for Mbappe. We'll give you 120 million. Here you go. Yeah, no problem. We'll split the rest afterwards, between us. Yeah, no worries. Cool, no problem. Yeah, and then all of a sudden the deal's done. And then you find PSG getting money from the deal, United getting money from the deal because they're the same people. It's possible. It's very possible. So, of course, I reckon PSG would absolutely love to sell to Man United if they do get taken over. Ahead of Real Madrid. I don't think they want to do business with Florentino Perez after what happened last summer, but they might be forced to. If United are not going to go for Mbappe, Real Madrid will be the only club on the table. So it is what it is. Now, talking about Chelsea's interest, Fabrizio Romano cleared it up very nicely. And like I said, come on. Chelsea were never going to go for Mbappe. Here it is. Sources have confirmed that Chelsea are not working on Mbappe. They are working on other things and do not intend to do crazy things. So, yeah, there we are. Don't expect any £100 million players to come in this summer. Don't expect... some people still think Declan Rice is coming. By the way, Arsenal, it's done. It's happening. So, Arsenal are getting Declan Rice. Deal with it. And they're probably going to go and get Casado as well. So, we have to watch out on that. But Mbappe... No, not happening. Not happening. Chelsea... I heard Chelsea are looking at the Brighton goalkeeper. And I don't dislike that goalkeeper, I'll be honest, Sanchez. I don't think he's a bad goalkeeper. But come on, can we stop shopping in Brighton? Can we stop trying to be Seagulls FC? I've had enough. I've had enough Seagulls. We've had tons of Seagulls. And they've crapped on us. They've pooed on us constantly. Honestly. So that's the latest with Mbappe. Let's move to Chelsea news and talking about the goalkeepers. Mike Maignan. All of you want Mike Maignan. I would too. Without a doubt. But there's one important person in this whole saga that needs to want to be at Chelsea, and it's him. So what's the latest? Here it is. This is from Santiago Una in France. If we were to translate, let's go for it. Tracked by Chelsea, Maignan is currently not keen on the idea of joining the Blues. Contacts with his entourage have already taken place. Extension in standby, which means just time, prolongation. Means extra time, not really extension. That's bad translation. Pochettino also targets Onana. So Mike Maignan has just already turned us down. He's like, no. So that's the end of that then. And we'll just go for Onana instead. Well, talking about Santiago Una, he goes into more detail saying this. Inter Milan would be willing to sell Andre Onana to Chelsea this summer for around 58 million euros to help rebalance their books. As for Mike Maignan, he's currently not interested in a move to Chelsea. So forget Mike Maignan now. It's done. He doesn't want to come to Chelsea. Forget it. Out of the window. Andre Onana, next best thing on the table. Definitely a doable deal. Inter Milan willing to sell. So overall, I think we should focus on Onana. I don't see any other goalkeeper that would come close to Onana right now, if I'm honest. So that is what I think we should do. It's an affordable price. We have Lukaku. We're going to talk about Lukaku as well, by the way, because he always does the wrong thing. The Saudis come in and try to do the right thing. Lukaku's always doing the wrong thing, whether it's playing or not playing. It's always wrong. Anyway, we'll get to Lukaku in a bit. But we've got players as collateral, let's say. Chalobah, if they want Chalobah. Koulibaly, if they're interested in Koulibaly. Excuse me. So that's all very possible to get Onana. And I think... I'm not going to... One thing I want to clarify. Whenever I say I think that something is going to happen, everyone's in the chat going, oh, you've jinxed it, you've jinxed it. You can believe in a jinx if you want. I don't believe in superstition. I think it's complete rubbish, right? Superstition for me, it's like when they say touch wood. Okay, I've touched the wood. What has that done for me? Come on, So that's why I'm not on that. But I understand the fear that people have, because PTSD is a real thing, and it kicks in with Chelsea Football Club. Now everything that I say, it tends to go wrong because Chelsea never do the right thing. So it is what it is. But look, with Onana, I think there's a big possibility to get this done. I really do. It's not like Maignan. It's not like anyone else. There's parties on that table that will benefit both Inter and Chelsea. So let's wait and see what happens. Now, manager of Galatasaray, out of nowhere, Okan Buruk has decided to come out and speak about Chelsea. Great. Here's what he has to say. Okan Buruk, manager of Galatasaray. We have a lot of players that we want from Chelsea. Okay, mate. Great. That's good to hear. We've got a car boot sale going on. So feel free to take a look at whatever you need, yeah? All at discounted prices. Actually, name your price. Name your price and we'll see if we talk. That's it. But it's quite funny that clubs are actually looking at us like this now. Just, hey, that's the club that's getting rid of everybody. All at cut price, buy one, get one free. 5 for a pound, 5 for a pound. That's basically what's going on at Chelsea right now. It's crazy. But Galatasaray interested. If you've got the money, come to the table. Come to the table. Now, talking about have you got the money, the Saudis have the money. But Lukaku's got other ideas. So here's the latest with Romelu Lukaku. I can't believe he's done this. Inter and Chelsea, from Fabrizio Romano. Inter and Chelsea will meet to discuss about Romelu Lukaku in the next days, as his priority remains to play at Inter next season. Kalidou Koulibaly will be discussed too. Inter really want him. Chelsea will ask for final price tag for Andre Onana before deciding on bid. So, we might use Koulibaly. We might even use Lukaku. Lukaku wants to stay at Inter. I read earlier on that he wants to stay at Inter because he has aims to achieve at the highest level. You had the chance at the highest level. You just played the Champions League final. You threw it away, mate. Go and get the bag in Saudi, please. For our sake. I'm acting from a very selfish point of view here because I know the Saudis will come in and they'll actually pay money for Lukaku. They will pay money for Lukaku. That's good enough. People talking about, you know what, I think if we get 30 million or 40 million, be alright. They could come in with a tenner. As far as I'm concerned, look, listen, yeah? Actually, I've got 20. The Saudis could come and go, hey, we have this. Habibi, this is for Lukaku. Accept? I would be like, thank you very much, he's yours. Honestly, I would. I would. The best thing in this whole saga is to make sure that we get the wage bill off. So we get him off the wage bill. We get the 350k that we're paying this geezer, or 320, or something that is 300 something, that we're paying this geezer needs to disappear. That's the most important thing. He could leave for free. I will pay 20 quid to the Saudis to take him, right? It means that his wages get deducted immediately. Cool, fantastic. We can use that. So, he wants to stay at Inter, which we'll see what happens, I guess. Hey, Saudis, he wants more money. offer him more money. He might be tempted. That's all I'm going to say. So let's end the video on this one important topic that I did promise you. Let me know your thoughts down below on everything I've discussed so far. But I just want to show you this because it reminded me of a certain player. And I think it's important to talk about this now for his sake. It's about Jack Grealish. This is from City Extra. Jack Grealish had to be held up by Kyle Walker as he left their hotel in Ibiza on Monday morning, before being offered a wheelchair by staff at the airport. And this was because of their celebrating the treble. And I understand that, right? They're celebrating the treble. They were going crazy. And rightfully so. Grealish took it to another level. Let's be honest, yeah? He took it to another level. He was still in his full kit. You know, the day after, the morning after, he was still in his kit. Didn't even shower. He'd been partying with the rest of the team, and that's okay. But you could see that he just kept drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking. And there were other players that were drinking, of course, but he was drinking. And when they came back to the UK and they came for the parade that took place yesterday, they were back in Manchester. And, you know, the Man City TV people were doing all sorts and, you know, for their content. Understandably so. And the host was trying to talk to him about something, and he was like, one sec, the turkey needs feeding. And then someone came with a bottle and just done that and just started giving him alcohol right there. And again, as I've said, like, yes, it's a party atmosphere, it's the treble. You're probably only going to do this once in your career, I understand. But the amount of alcohol that this guy has consumed in the last 72 hours, I'm sure could leave Sainsbury's or Tesco's without even a drop left in their store. You know, it reminded me of Gaza. It reminded me of Paul Gascoigne. Look how it ended for him. He was the same. Paul Gascoigne back in the day was the same. Look at George Best before him. He was the same. Jack Grealish, honestly, you're young, celebrating the treble, do what you got to do. But keep a limit. Keep a limit. It's okay to go out one night and absolutely go mental. I understand it. But the day after, you know, yeah, party a little bit, cool, celebrate. Bring the alcohol a bit down, you know, because this is how addictions form, and this is how reliance on a substance forms, and this is how all of a sudden you find yourself depending on alcohol in any situation. And he's young, he's a top player, he's got years ahead of him at the highest level. Alcohol is the one thing that can bring this guy down. So it's a warning. Honestly, I hope. I mean, look at Kyle Walker in that picture. Look at some of the other players. They're all right. They were celebrating, but they're all right. That's the difference. Jack Grealish had to be helped. You know, you don't want to be in that situation. You just don't. You have to control yourself. So I just hope Jack Grealish can see he's young, but he's got so much potential. He's at the best club in the world right now. He's winning all sorts. Think wisely, man. Think wisely. He's got Haaland next to him, who I know has a top mentality. I hope that, you know, they can support each other. That's all I have to say. I just wanted to put that out there because, like I said, Paul Gascoigne popped into my head. And it's very easy to fall right into that path. And I can imagine Jack Grealish in 30 years looking like exactly how Gaza did. And Gaza was a top player. But it could have been better. It could have been better. It was the alcohol. So I hope that's a wake-up call, and I hope he can reflect on this. And I genuinely hope that it's the celebration, it's isolated, and after the celebration, he's okay. But we've seen this at Villa as well, seen things. So I thought it'd be wise to mention it and discuss it very, very briefly at the end of the video. So there we are, people. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. And I will see all of you tomorrow for more content. We'll see what else is popping, and get ready because the transfer window is about to open. Let the games begin. I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video. Thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. And I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people, in a bit. Take care and peace.